What it is, what it do, cyber world. It is your girl, the one and only, Ash Brown, and this is the Ashsaiditshow. Over 1,900 episodes, 500,000 streams worldwide. None of this is possible without you guys, so thank you for all the shares and the cares. It makes a huge difference. Now, today is a wonderful, awesome, amazing, fabulous day, all right? I've got a guest with me who it's been a minute, all right? Y'all may not know the voice too much, and she's always got this amazing glow about her, no matter what she's doing, what industry she's in, or what she got going on. I've got the multifaceted, multi-talented L.A. Bonds. Hey, L.A., how you doing, boo?
Hello. That was a wonderful introduction. I need to just carry you around.
Girl,
with me.
we got,
like
hey, hype woman, holla at your girl, Ash. I got you. I love it. So, LA. So the last time you were on the show, you were featured. You had a lot of things going on. You had a lot of your theatrical things. You had your plays and things of that nature. And now you have ventured off into another industry that we also love and can really appreciate. So tell us about how the Bonds Estate and Gardens started.
Well, as you know, being a writer and a director, and then switching and becoming a farmer and an herbalist is completely different, right?
Oh yeah.
Completely different. I really started out. It actually started when I was doing a lot of my directing, and it really wasn't nothing that I was passionate about at first. It really began because my husband was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease, and I ventured out into understanding, of course, the disease and all of the components and what it will look like for our family and just for the rest of his life. And honestly, I just really could not accept it. And that just may be this little, that's my red flag. I don't accept everything. And so I really had it, in prayer, I felt like, God was leading me to really start changing things up. And it honestly started with our food. And within 2 months, my husband was completely healed from the autoimmune disease. And it was only our food. He never took any of the medications, any of the treatments. And honestly, Ash, that was all I needed. And that was all I needed to start really taking that industry more seriously, just the full wellness industry. Fast forward a few years later, I decided, how about I start growing our food? I kept having kids. I have 5 sons at this very moment.
Oh, wow.
Wonderful children. But I'm going to be honest with you, it takes a lot to feed 5 boys.
Where do they put it away at, LA? That's what I want to know. Where do they put it away at? Boys seem to eat way more than girls. I don't know what it is.
Yes. Girl, I got 2 freezers and 2 fridges to show that they definitely do eat way more than girls. Eat way more than me and their father.
Yes!
Yeah, and so that love for my husband grew into a love for for his health, and then it eventually grew into a deeper love and compassion for the things that God created, just everything coming out the earth. And I wanted to really know, what could we do with every single thing that grew? And that's really how it began. In 2020, we bought our property that we're at right now, right in the middle of the pandemic, where things were falling apart for the rest of the world. Things were flipping side up for us. And we purchased this property, felt so blessed, because on it we have a full orchard. We also have a vineyard, and we have a whole acre dedicated just to fresh vegetables and fruit that we can grow. And this ground is fertile. It's very fertile.
Yes. Wow. That is amazing. So I gotta come, because I believe y'all are in Conyers, right?
We're in Covington. We're
Covington,
right next
okay.
to Conyers.
Gotcha. I knew it was in that vicinity. I was like, I didn't know it's a C. It's either the Conyers, but yeah, Covington, very familiar with that area. I definitely got to go and, I know y'all making wine and stuff. There's all kind of things going on at the Bonds Estate and Gardens.
Hopefully soon we'll be able to get our grapes to a certain place where we can make our own, estate wines. And right now we're in the middle of a lot of different new things that we're launching. We're going to soon be launching our own tea line. And so you have an opportunity to look forward to that. Hopefully his shelves near you. It's just exciting. A lot of things is exciting over here.
Yes, absolutely. So let me ask this. So you're in the midst of the pandemic. You got this property. You guys are starting to cultivate your own food. What was the first challenge that you guys were faced with that maybe surprised you?
Well, honestly, the thing that we were faced with the most was the ground. How challenging the ground was, because this area that we are living on was a slave plantation. And our home was built in 1871. And it's a beautiful big Victorian home, but yes, it was a slave owner's home. And and so just really dealing with the soil was definitely something unexpected, because the previous families that lived here were still in the lineage of the original slave owners, and they were telling us how unfruitful it was. And I just was like, I'm going to get in here and I'm going to cultivate that ground, and it's going to be fruitful. But little did we know is that once we owned the property, it became extremely fruitful. And I honestly believe that was just God, blessing us with an open heaven, and just letting us know you're in the place that I ordained for you to be. And so, as I fought the ground, and I still fight the ground to this day with growth, and it's just supernatural growth. Sometimes I can plant something, and then all of a sudden, all of these other things start growing around, and I'm like, wait, you are not supposed to be at first. I'm just like, wait a minute. And little did I know that the Lord was going to really bless this ground. So I fight the most with the ground. Those are the things that I did not expect that I would be fighting the most with. But I fight a lot with the soil.
I mean, that still sounds amazing. I mean, it sounds to me like the ancestors was looking out for the Bonds family. That's what it sounds like to me.
I know. So, it was funny because we have a very old apple tree also on the property. We have newer apple trees, but we have a very old, ancient tree. It's so decrepit looking. Yeah. And I remember asking the previous owners, like, so is there any hope? And they totally was so confident. And no, there's never been any apples on that tree, nothing. And the first year I thought we had a whole lot of redbirds in this tree. And I said, oh my gosh. And I was walking towards the tree thinking, wow, there's a lot of redbirds in this tree. And I got over there, Ash, and that was apples.
What?
Like, well, okay.
Oh, see. When people say God ain't real, I'll be like, you know what? You ain't had your miracle yet. You ain't had your miracle yet. That's all that is. Just wait on it.
Right. Listen, and I will not let the rocks cry out. But for me, I would be the first to say, honey, I know that the Lord told us to be here. So
wow.
when I tell people write the vision and make it plain, that word is true. And
say it.
I'm even sitting right now in our bedroom on this call with you, and I'm looking directly at the original vision that we wrote when we lived in our house that we rented for years. We had a vision, and this home resembles that exact vision. Wow. And it's just beautiful the way how everything was already here, up and running. And almost every weekend we go outside and we discover something else new. And it's always an herb that's a medicinal herb. And I'm always thinking to myself, Lord, wow, I didn't even know I grew this. It's here already. You know, I don't have to go and outsource it from another organic farm. And so I really kind of coined ourselves a lot of times as a medicinal farm because, like, there's so many medicinal herbs that grow all around this property.
I love it. I love that. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited for y'all. I'm so excited.
Thank you.
Can't wait to make my way out there to come visit y'all sometime. I got to make that happen. So we putting it out there into the universe, letting that be known. But Miss LA, so what are some of the current offerings and how are you guys able to serve the community?
That's a good question. Thank you so much for asking it, because that's one of the main pillars of our philosophy here. We believe in nourishing lives with God's abundance. And it's not just within our family. We believe in giving that out within the community. What we've been doing and how we've been reaching out to the community, we've been having classes here. My testimony was the catalyst for a lot of what's going on. Well, it's not really my personal testimony, it's my husband's, right? But walking that out, understanding how wellness works naturally has been the catalyst for a lot of our business structure. And so having classes on the property as well as virtually, we have them always. Whenever we have a class, it's always in person, but we also have a virtual class to coincide with that same class. But we've been doing that for 6 months straight now, and it has been wonderful. We have a lot of reoccurring students, and honestly, as they actually say that, I feel like I'm just an herbalist school, and this is my tuition that I pay because we don't charge a lot. It's usually only $50 for our in-person class, and our virtual classes are always $35. Workbook is included in both of them. And if you come in person, all supplies are included. And in the classes, I'm teaching you actual remedies that are specific to a topic. So, for instance, this weekend we have a class that's on heart remedies, and we're focusing only on things concerning the heart arrhythmias, heart attacks, SVT, heartburn. And I'm really helping people understand the heart, how it functions, but also giving them remedies and different things for them to make. And they make them right here on the farm with herbs grown on the farm, you know, and they leave from the farm with the things that they made, you know, and really my aim is to make sure people can have options when they get home. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. The traditional medicine cabinet is fading away. We're looking for a natural wellness cabinet, and that's what I'm equipping the community with. That's one of our missions. Another way that we are providing for the community is we have a community-supported agricultural program. And what that basically means is that we allow people to own a share of our property seasonally. What that looks like is currently right now we have membership open from now until March 21st, where anyone can purchase a share of our farm. And what goes on is you'll receive fresh produce without any pesticides, non-GMO, completely heirloom, naturally grown for 20 weeks straight. Okay? And honestly, when you break it down, you know, we have prices starting at $187, and you have prices starting at $251. And when you break that down, that's cents really per week. You know, when you're getting organically grown food, and you know where it's grown, as well as you're supporting your local farmer. So that's what we got going on. We got a lot going on for our community. We really do. Yeah, we know that we wouldn't be where we are without our community. So we have to have something for everyone, because we can't say we believe in wellness without giving it.
Right. Absolutely. And I mean, nowadays, I don't know if you've had to go to the grocery store recently, but I've been to the grocery store and I've seen lemons the size of a cantaloupe. And I'm like, this is not normal. This is not normal at all.
Yes. You are so correct, though. One of the privileges of being being a part of the farm share is people get to actually eat seasonally, you know, and they get to experience the richness of that food and how flavorful it is. But I also want to mention too that they get the nutrients that's in that fruit or vegetables at its highest level. Yeah. So a lot of people don't know this, but once a fruit or a vegetable is picked from its plant, within 48 hours, it starts to deplete in nutrients. And so just imagine your local store getting carrots from a farm, and they're getting them and they're picking them, and they have to travel, I don't know, maybe from Idaho or somewhere, and just drive to you, then to the store, however many days. Then once it's there, then sits on the shelf for I don't know how many days. But with our members, that is not the case. They're getting fresh delivered food to them within 24 hours of picking.
Wow. That is awesome. Okay. So, Ms. LA, where do they need to go if people want to get more information or they want to sign up for these? Where do they need to go?
Okay. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Our website is bondsestateandgardens.org. And that's really our same name across every social media platform as well. Mm-hmm. You can find as many things you want on our website. That's bondsestateandgardens.org.
I love it. LA, thank you so much for coming through today. You know, we appreciate and love you. And
I feel so honored.
Oh my goodness. I mean, now you have to come back. So now I'm back in Georgia. Now you ain't going nowhere. You there at the Bonds Estate.
That's right.
You ain't going nowhere.
That's
so
right.
We have to definitely do more of these shows. I definitely want to open this up to my audience, especially my local audience here in Georgia, that you guys provide so many amazing just gemstones for people to enhance their lives. So, you let me know when there's stuff going on. We can jump back on a call and we can do another show. So.
All right. I love it. I certainly will take that invitation up.
Absolutely. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much for your love and support. Keeping in mind, anyone to tell you that you can't do what you want to do, you look them square in the face. You tell them, don't believe me. Just watch. Watch what I do. Watch me make it happen. Watch me make history. That's what we're doing this for, the history books. Social media is nice, but real life is so much better. Until next time, you guys.